not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear.
This is the most realest video y'all ever gonna see on my channel. I was talking about how y'all don't know me, but today y'all really gonna get to know me, and y'all gonna get to know what's going on in my head and stuff like that. Today I woke up really like, first let me say, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jadaichristelle. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Make sure your post notification is turned on to all so you can be notified every time I post a video. So this morning I woke up, and first I was watching the interview with Lauren London, and I think his name is Jay some interview I was watching with Lauren London, and then I was scrolling through my Instagram while I was listening to the interview, and Breezy Marie, which her name is Tyler, she's like the producer of Predo. I don't know if y'all know that show, but she was saying how she's doing like a live session for people who have depression, like mental illness, and especially seasonal depression.
Well, people think it's a form of weakness when they emotions start getting like that. They don't want people to see that, and I understand that, but you know, it's always good to have somebody when you're going through that try to drag you out of that.
Yeah. So I'll have moments, because it'll be sometimes when I'm like, yo, I just want to be by myself. I'll stay home and just, watch TV. Like, watching shows make me happy. Writing makes me happy. So I'll do a bunch of things that makes me happy, but I won't like answer the phone. I'll be very distant. Like, I'll get like that. And then I have some days where I'm like, you know what, fuck this. I'm getting out the house. I just want to go around my friends, go drink. But then I'll go out and drink to escape kind of like what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But then the next day when I wake up, I'm feeling it all over again. So now I'm kind of back depressed. So I don't have, like I said, I wanted to start this live because I don't have the answers.
So she was gonna do like that, a topic like that for people to just join and stuff. I actually was watching the whole video, but I was so nervous to join, so I didn't join because I wasn't ready to like really talk about stuff. But I'm like, this is the video I always wanted to do, and it kind of gave me confidence to do it because it's like at the same time we all deal with this shit. Why is this blurry? I feel like we all deal with mental illness. It's just like people don't praise it as much as they praise like shit that, like, the bad stuff. When it comes to the bad stuff, people will praise the bad stuff, but when it comes to the good stuff, like actually getting help for your mind, getting a therapist, people gonna look at that like it's a joke, because it's like at the end of the day it's gonna be a joke to them because they don't even take themselves serious. So what makes you think they're gonna like take you serious when you're telling them that I personally need a therapist, I have depression, I feel like I want to do this, I want to do that, and it's like they looking at you like, it's just something wrong with you, like you just need to do better, and it's just like that's not right. But so I don't get off topic. I had like a list of stuff that I'm gonna go through. So basically I wanted to tell y'all, like, I guess I'm gonna be speaking about my own experiences, like my own, like when I realized I had depression. But my first real experience, like really remembering going through like an anxiety attack, was in this bathroom. I had the lights off and I was just in the bathroom. I couldn't breathe, y'all, and I was just like on the wall, and I think I was sliding on the wall, or I was like literally probably already sitting on the floor, and I just remember sitting there crying and praying, like literally crying and praying, because I did not understand why I felt like that. And I honestly feel like depression is something that was given to me because due to other people not healing, like my parents not healing before having me and stuff like that. So I have to deal with all the traumatic stuff that they didn't heal. So I have to deal with the stuff that they didn't heal, and I feel like my siblings go through the same shit. Like we all go through the same thing, where it's like we have to deal with certain things that our parents didn't heal from, which is unfair, but it's life, because it's like it's like a generational, like I wouldn't say it's a curse, but it's a generational effect. Because it's like if one person don't take care of themselves, what makes you think that person that didn't take care of themselves could get the next person to take care of it like that? It doesn't, like, it just don't add up. Like I feel like even as a parent, you need to take care of your mental health, so your child's mental health could be up there too. Because if they see you acting the way you acting, they're gonna think that's normal. So, and yet in their head, that's something they see as normal. So that, I think, I'm trying to think my other experience. Some of the experiences was really dark to the point I really don't try to remember them, because it's like, damn, how was I even feeling like this? How was I feeling to the point like I wanted to kill myself? Like that shit is so crazy to me, because it's like now I'm like, now before the new me now, like old me was weak, y'all. The new me now, like, that's mad selfish. Like, why would I do that? Why would I put that through people? Why would I put people through that? But it's like, at the end of the day, it's not selfish, because it's like, if you're in your head and you're fighting and you're battling with shit, and you feel like nobody's hearing you, like you feel like nobody is on your side, nothing, it goes to that point, but then you gotta snap out of it. You can't let it cross to the point where it's just like, yeah, I'm done. Because it's like, damn, you had energy to do that shit, but you didn't have energy to get back to how you used to be. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. It's like, I'd rather get back to being happy than just ending it all and calling it a day. So I guess that's how I was feeling, you know, in a way. And watching her live this morning really gave me energy to do this video, because y'all, I did not want to talk about this topic until I was really ready to talk about it, because it's just like, you know, people judge you based off the things that they think they know you, or they think that you act like. People just judge you based off you. So it's like, with me, I know my mental state, even though it's still like, I still gotta work through it and stuff like that. But it's like, at the same time, if I was to sit there and really talk to somebody about like my issues and shit, they'd be like, oh, this is why you act the way you act, this is why you do the things you do. Because it's like, duh, like, you know, it's just like certain shit like that. Like, I don't know. And I guess okay, another thing would be like, okay, so if I don't know if y'all gone through this, but I was born in Haiti, so I'm straight a straight immigrant baby. But I'm not an immigrant no more, but straight was an immigrant baby. They know no English, no nothing, so I had to learn everything. So I feel like that process itself was hard on me, and it took a toll on me, especially for my younger self, because I didn't get to enjoy my younger self. I feel like with my younger self, I always had to catch up to people, or I always had to learn what they learning, or I always had to whatever slang they just dropped on me, I had to know that plus more, like, you know, like little shit like that. It's just like, I don't know, like, it just felt like I didn't have a childhood in a way, because like in the beginning I did, but then for some reason in the middle of all the chaos and stuff, it just disappeared. And then it's just like, once I turned 14, it was straight to like, you know, like, it just kept going. It didn't stop. I didn't have no time to breathe. Like, I didn't have nobody to talk to. And then like, it's like little shit like that, you know. It's just like, it's hard, but like I'm trying so hard not to cry. Like, I really don't want to cry in front of a camera. And then, okay, so like another experience that was really depressing for me was, I guess, never talked about this either. I don't even know if I want to talk about this anyways, but my abortion. Yes, yeah, that kind of really took a toll on me mentally and my body physically, because it was just like, what the fuck did I just put myself through? Like, and I swear up and down, I would never be one of those people. Not one of those people, because that's fucked up. Because at the end of the day, we all have we all have a conscience to make decisions, like whether you want to keep it or not. I feel like people should have that decision. So before, I used to be like, nah, you keeping it, da, 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 da. But now, like, when I got in a situation, I was just like, yo, like, this ain't how, like, actually living it and speaking about it is like two different things. So I'm not really gonna get into that a lot, because that's not something I really want to talk about like that. But yeah, that put me in a depression state too. And just overall, like my life, like my process of life. But I'm trying to think a new thing where it's like, whatever I'm going through now, I'm not gonna let it depress me, like when it comes to life and my process, like my journey and stuff, because that's my journey, that's my story, is where I come from, where I start and stuff like that. So it's just like, doesn't really define me. It's just stuff that I experience and stuff like that. So I don't know, like, I'm just at a point where I'm tired of like letting stuff that happened to me allow me to be depressed, or put me into a depression state, to the point where I feel like I'm not good enough, or I feel like I did something wrong, or I feel like somebody else did something wrong to me. Like, you know, little stuff like that. I feel like it's really a mind thing. Like, your mind is really powerful, your mind is really strong, your tongue is powerful, your tongue is strong. So if you think whatever you're saying, and if you say certain stuff and you see it happening, what makes you think if you're thinking certain stuff, it might not happen either? Like, it's gonna happen. All right, so now we're about to get into some points, And like, cause yeah, I'm not really getting into like my personal experiences. I will get into that with y'all, but that's like, I feel like that's a whole other separate video. Like, it is part of this video, but that's not something I'm ready to do yet. Like, I will break it down towards the future, I guess, talking about certain stuff. But yeah, I guess that's my first time really telling y'all about that, so I'm still like in shock that I told y'all. So yeah, we just gonna see if I post it. Let me see if I post it. Okay, so basically what I put in the next level is helping others who may be struggling to explain. So basically what I'm trying to do is basically trying to help y'all I'm trying to help y'all figure out certain signs that you're going through probably right now as of today, that is signs of depression, but you probably don't know about it. So think about certain things that you do. Is it snowing? It's snowing, y'all. What the hell? Why is it snowing? Think about certain things that you do on a regular that you don't. Like, for example, with me, I know I'm depressed when I'm not next to people. Like, it's just me in my own world. But at the same time, I'm not depressed because, like, I'm doing what the fuck I gotta do. But I know I'm depressed when I start just cutting everybody away, because it's like, y'all the reason why I'm getting depressed. So I don't need y'all in my fucking life, if that makes sense. I know I'm depressed when I just don't want to do anything, especially the things that I love doing. I know I'm depressed when I want to stay in bed all day. I know I'm depressed when, I don't know, it's just certain things you got to know about yourself, and you go like, this is not something I do on a regular. Like, why am I doing this constantly? Like, I smoke a lot and I drink a lot, y'all. So that's one of my problems too that I'm trying to work on, especially with drinking. I'm trying to work on with drinking, because you never heard anybody dying from smoking. So I'm not really focused on that. With the smoking thing, yeah, like, I know smoking's not all the way good for you either, but it's like, it keeps me in tune with not killing people. No, I'm playing. But yeah, like, shit like that is just like, I don't know, like, stuff like that, y'all. Seasonal depression is a real thing, y'all. I feel like once it hits November, I feel like around my birthday too, I had a little bit of seasonal depression. Like, I was just so sad for no reason. And it was like, it's my birthday. I don't know why the fuck I was sad. I was just so sad. I don't know if it was because the weather was changing. I had a lot on my mind. My age was changing. Like, I don't know. It's just like, everything was just like, the season. It's like when it gets darker, like daylight, when it's not like daylight saving and it just get darker like around 4 or 5 o'clock, it just makes me so depressed, because it's just like, where did all the, like, it's not like where all the day went, but it's like, it makes you feel like you're doing less and less and less. Like, time is like, just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like it's like we should have more time throughout the day, but when it's when it's not daylight saving and shit like that, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you feel like your time is just like being more, I don't know. But yeah, with seasonal depression, it's really about the weather, where your environment is at. Because when I was in Miami, I don't think I went through it around this time, like, not this time, not last year, but around this time, like probably like 2 years ago when I was in Miami. I don't think I went through seasonal depression. I was just depressed when I was out there, honestly. So I don't even know, honestly. So I probably was having a seasonal depression because the environment. Yeah, actually, I think I was depressed when I was in Miami, because it's like the environment was different. Everything was just different. So it was like, yeah. But yeah, look how ashy I am. It actually feels good talking to y'all about this. I thought it was gonna be a little bit like, you know, cringy, hard and stuff like that, but it's like, it feels like I'm like letting it out, and it feels good. And if y'all have anything y'all want to DM me and we could talk about it, y'all could talk to me about it, because just know I done went through it all. Like, family issues, friend issues, relationship issues, me issues, like everything, y'all. And then it's like, I just be wanting, like, when I do go through seasonal depression, like right now when I'm in seasonal depression, I'm kind of in seasonal depression right now, I just want to be by myself. Like, if I'm not around my boyfriend, I don't want to be around nobody. Simple. Like, what the fuck are you doing for me, honestly? So what else I put whew. Oh, people just want you to rub your energy off of them, and I'm tired of giving people my energy, because I always realize whenever I have friends or people around me, it's like they always trying to take. What the fuck y'all keep taking from me for? I don't really got nothing for y'all to take, but whatever, take it. But it's like with me, I don't even be trying to take nothing from people, because I don't want it and I don't care for it, and I would never ask for it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm starting to realize I'm completely different from a lot of people I used to associate with, a lot of people I used to talk to, all that, you know? Like, I'm not like that no more. And I feel like how to pass. Okay, so I put how to pass depression. You just do what makes you happy. like Tyler was saying, and that's honestly true, because if you keep doing what makes you happy, like it's gonna keep fulfilling you, and eventually you're just gonna be happy, and you're not even gonna notice you're happy. Just like how when you get depressed, you don't even notice you're depressed, and it's just something that just happens over time. The happiness is gonna happen over time. And like we all got a little bit of happiness in us, because we all know what the fuck we want to do with our life. But it's like at the same time, that little, you know, the devil always gonna try to creep in and try to fuck shit up for us. But it's like we can't even allow him to do that, because that's his purpose. His purpose, just like how we have a purpose, is to thrive and stuff. His purpose is for us not to thrive and stuff. And that's why when, like, even when I hear like little stuff like how, okay, for example, I don't get personal with, like, for example, they say that my family has a generational curse, but I don't believe that, because it's like at the same time, how y'all saying something that's negative, but then y'all not willing to put in the work for it and make it positive? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. And the person that did say it is no longer with us, God rest his soul, whatever. But it's like at the same time, I don't like when people just put all that negative energy on other people just because they had a horrible life, or they had a bad life, or shit didn't work out for them, or they didn't do shit the right way. It's like, no. We not about to, we gonna break this generational curse right in the middle, and we not doing shit the same. When I have kids, I'm not doing it the same like how my parents did it with me. When my sisters have kids, I know for a fact they're not doing it the same how my parents did it with them. So it's like it's really a mental thing, and people really be like, the things that they think about really starts happening in real life, and not knowing that they fucking up people's life in real life. Like, and that shit is so crazy to me, how people could think certain things like that. And then shit like that makes you depressed too, because like it's like you think the world is looking at you to fail, when it's like in reality it's just one person that's fucking hating, and they don't want you to win. Like, literally. And that's another thing I used to have a bad habit with just letting anybody know where I live, or anybody come to my house type shit. I don't even do that shit no more, y'all. If I was to have a daughter, that's one thing I would be on her about, because I know how the fuck I used to finesse the game, how I used to do all that. It was not, that was not it, y'all. That was not, I guess in that moment I was like searching for stuff. Like I was searching just for anything, and whatever came, it was whatever, you know. But it's like at the same time, I wasn't even at a good place either, so that's probably why I was acting the way I was acting. And like I said, parents, like your parents is gonna put their trauma on you, but it's for you to allow it not to stick. I tend to let mine stick a little bit, but it's like I'm starting to realize it don't make no sense. Why am I living my life the way you have, and the way you think I should be living it, which is in a failure way? Like, I don't know, like it's just like certain things don't even add up no more. I don't know, like I'm just over it at this point. Anxiety, we all have anxiety. Like I told y'all, I had an incident, or this is another incident I had with anxiety, where I couldn't breathe. Like I felt like I was about to like really like pass the fuck out. Like I was at my boyfriend's house, and my boyfriend's room is like, it's a room, right? But it's like his room don't have a window, because the window's on the other side of the room. So where his room, I felt like when I was going through that stage and I was like, I couldn't breathe, I felt like the walls was closing in on me a little bit for some reason. And I don't know how to explain it, but it just like, it felt like the more the walls was closing, the more like my breath was getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and then I couldn't breathe. I just couldn't breathe. Like, and to me, it was just like, in that moment he was telling me, I think he was telling me to think about positive things, which did work, or to like relax and stuff like that, which did work. But it's like in that moment, it's like, damn, why did I even allow myself to even get to that point, to a point where like I didn't even have no control? I was allowing the devil to have control over me, because it's like at this point, this is not me, like, you know. But it's something that I'm dealing with. It's something I could fix. It's something that's fixable. So I feel like anxiety is something that we fake heavy. Like depression is real, anxiety, they're all real. I'm not saying they're not real, but I'm saying something that is real, but we could always finesse ourselves around it. We don't always gotta make it like a priority, because once you make it a priority, you're making it important, and then that's when it starts really fucking up with your life, you know. So it's like, that's what I mean by that. And I guess what else I gotta say? So basically, I'm gonna give y'all little facts. Anxiety affects 284 million people. Depression affects, probably the numbers is higher right now too, because you remember I did these notes a minute ago, so the numbers had to go probably up. Depression affects 264 million people. Alcohol use disorder affects 107 million people. Drug use affects 71 million people. Oh, eating disorder. Yeah, I used to have an eating disorder. Like, seeing that now, I really... Okay, so yeah, I used to have an eating disorder. I used to look at myself to the point where I didn't want to get fat. And not that I didn't want to get fat, but like I was scared to gain weight. And like, I don't know, like because I'm so skinny. So it's like, you know, to look at yourself so skinny and then to look at yourself not skinny, I feel like that's a big transformation. And not that I was saying, like, I don't got nothing against BBWs, I don't got nothing against thick people, but it's just like with me, I always see myself being skinny, if that made sense. So I'm not gonna hold y'all. I used to do some crazy shit, like where I would like make me throw up the food. Like I would put my finger in my mouth and I would throw up the food. I think there's another name for that. It's not even a food disorder. It's something else that's like really more serious. And I don't know why the fuck I used to do that. Like it was like really a mind thing. Like it was really a mind thing. And I don't know why I did that. But bipolar disorder, 46 million people. Stuff like that. So online research says mental illness awareness. Oh, say so that's something else. But I have like little you know, little quotes and stuff to help y'all real quick. It says, I promise you can still make a beautiful life for yourself even if you lost years of it to trauma. That was me last year. I lost like a whole year due to trauma that I'm not even gonna get into. Mental illness or abuse. Your story isn't over yet. 50 ways to take a break. There's so many ways to take a break. Yeah, if I feel like in the moment I need to take a break, just take a break. Like if you feel like you need to take a nap, take a nap. It's not that serious. Don't go around it and keep trying to make yourself work hard and stuff like that. It don't make no sense. It's okay. You just forgot who you are. Welcome back. That's how I'm feeling this year. I feel like I gave myself a welcome back this year because I was really going through it last year. And then it's another thing. We're not gonna get into this because he was talking bullshit, like saying I think depression is a choice, just my opinion. Bitch, you a choice. Like I don't know, like that's so stupid to me. It's not a choice. It's something that you gotta like you just go through like without even noticing. Honestly, like niggas that claim they don't depress be depressed still. But yeah, my camera's dying. It's doing that little red thingy. So if y'all want to talk about more stuff like this, if y'all want to hit me in my DM and we want to talk, get personal, like tell me some of y'all stories so I could tell y'all some of my stories and we could relate, we could talk about it, go back and forth. Y'all could comment in the comment section, let me know. This was really hard for me to do, but I really wanted to get close and personal with y'all a little bit because I know we all go through shit, and even though we pretending like everything is okay, it's like only like you could only fake it for so long, if that makes sense. And I don't want to keep faking it with y'all. Like it's no point of faking it with y'all because at the end of the day y'all see the things that I don't see, because it's like if I'm faking it for the video y'all gonna see it, but if I'm not, y'all not, like, you know, I don't know how to make it make sense. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope this could take in. I hope you could take in with this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all post notification bell is turned on to all. And stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Later, y'all.
It's just the drum blows, yeah. Walk around like who you, yeah. Just something you get used to. Breaking news got me breaking. I was present, hopeless, praying.
Every time I try to resist, I can get away. Chase these feels and then